Alrighty gamers, a lightning fast guide today. This is simply the PvP update for the huge Blade Slinger build from a few days ago. I also have a surprise sneak peek for you at the end of the video of what's coming at you here soon for the Sorcerer's version of the Blade Slinger, and I think you're gonna like it. I played the Nightblade version all day yesterday in BGs on stream, and it was just a consistent good time. Here are all the games and the order that we played them. Not necessarily a huge highlight reel, and there were some really great BG healers out there making it tough, but it was genuinely a good time, and the build top damage for the BG and most of the games that we played, so that was nice to see. It's not as blatantly overpowered like the PvP version, but it's just a solid, well-rounded one-bar setup that is a super fun playstyle that's a bit new and different. The assumption today is that you have watched this video already, which breaks down how the playstyle works and how the new knife spammable is taken advantage of. I'm not going to cover all that here again today. This is just simply a quick update for PvP changes. So if this is new for you, please check out this video first. Final note, this is for BGs. I wouldn't take this into Overworld. It's great in BGs, but not super hot in Cyrodiil or IC fighting players. However, once rounded out to a 2-bar setup, which I'm working on, I think it can be solid, but that's coming later. I also tacked on this information at the bottom of the written guide that's up and available for you now over at the GAMEROOM.tv. Let's go. Same racial choices apply here. We split our attribute points to give us about 30k HP in BGs. We're going to be using the Serpent Mundus, Bear Haunch Food, and Tripods. And if you're a vamp, I recommend curing it for this one. We don't use stealth, so no stage 2. Undeath in stage 3 is just miserable to sustain. So sitting at stage 1 does nothing for us other than hurting sustain and taking more flame damage. For our gear, we're still going to be using Essence Thief in the exact same way, and we add Way of Fire. Way of Fire is going to be one of the best sets in the game for this patch, because we're spamming a weapon ability and it's going to proc this on cooldown and add great pressure. Next patch, this will probably change. I don't know to what just yet. I run most of my 1-bar setups all well fitted to take maximum advantage of dodge roll playstyle and iframes to band-aid the lack of defense from not being a full 2-bar build. I've talked about this a lot on streams for everyone. The damage mitigation over time, or avoidance in this case, greatly eclipses turtling up with, say, Impin and whatnot. You want Way of Fire on the chest. You can run this reinforced or well fitted. I have both. I almost always prefer well fitted. I personally don't think the tiny bit of armor for these type of 1-bar builds is worth it versus being able to squeeze out just a little more from dodge rolls, especially with how I play it. Others may disagree, but this works with my playstyle. Any helm you like with a line of weapon damage, everything tri-enchanted, Way of Fire jewelry set up in the same way, and then a Nirn and sharpened mace. I ran this with double dot poisons and I liked it quite a lot versus enchants, and I'll explain why in a moment. For our abilities, siphoning attacks, merciless resolve, and incap are used in mostly the same way. We added healing contingency. It's in my opinion that this is the best multi-class ability in the game for most 1-bar PvP builds. If this is new for you, I have a short guide on it here if you want to learn to use it like I do. Pay attention specifically to the dodge roll section, double use section, and combining it with another ability section. They all apply to this build, and I'll show you a trick with one of them here in a moment that's quite impactful. Knife is the same, except we changed the lifesteal script for expedition for movement speed. You have plenty of heals and shields for PvP. Expedition is much more worth it here to play slippery and help get in and out of fights. No stealth here. I don't think it's worth it at all. I'm playing it a little bit differently, which I'll show you. So in that case, I experimented with different breach options and ended up with Fiery Soul. This almost has to be a mag ability, or sustaining the build is misery if you're pressing buttons quick. But swapping this to a mag morph cleaned all that up perfectly, and it helps add a bit of sustained pressure, a little bit of status effects, plus your breach. If you don't need breach, you can change this to vitality for better general healing and shielding from your knife script. But if you do that, don't expect the damage output to be the same. With this setup, you aren't globaling non-squishies out of stealth like a gank blade, and you aren't running tanky targets into the ground like the bowblade version, but you kind of doing 80% of both with really solid self-sustaining heals and shields. Between your shattering knife spammable, double dot poisons, Way of Fire procking on cooldown, light attacks, and bow proc uses, you're pumping out very solid sustained damage at just under 30k on a 3 mil without the 20% from incap, and in the lower 30s with it, which is very good for a 1-bar build for sustained damage, especially since we aren't using 2 true damage sets. So you have very good sustained damage on targets, and then this is procking a roughly 3k shield per second in BGs with Battle Spirit with the knife script on top of our heals. Then at any given time, you can do your Nightblade Razzle Dazzle of incap, bow proc, spammable, which are all hitting decently hard on a 3 mil, as you can see here, with all of this landing in just over 2 globals. So really solid burst damage. Just like the PvE version, you can ebb and flow in and out of melee range while keeping up sustained damage on a target. And this steady catches people off guard because they don't expect for you to keep up the pounding as you or they back off. And it's even nastier if you fall back with a bow proc up and snipe them from range when low and dip. The trick to sustain is good use of siphoning. You'll use this a bit more than the PvE version, bumping it constantly when safe. Stam is the problem, not mag. So you can prep contingency into siphon and get your stam stand back. Contingency covers the health cost of Siphon, and then Siphon recovers most of the mag cost of Contingency, so the cost is almost mostly a wash, and you get free stand back and 2 globals. And that's it, dudes. Super simple and just plain fun to play. I'll leave you with some gameplay so you can see it in action if you missed the stream, and a big thank you to everyone who came out to check it out. I appreciate you. Also, as promised, I have a little sneak peek for you of what you can expect from the Sorcerer version of this for PvE, and it's absolutely melting faces. It's going to be in the Immortal series as well, with St. Lothus down in just over 7 minutes. And yep, that's coming at you soon. Alrighty, gamers, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's time we settle the score. Yeah, it's time we settle the score. Come on, are you ready? Let's go, I got this hunger inside of me, a vicious vendetta that won't ever let up. It's bringing the fire up out of me. I come alive for the rivalry. I hear the talk, but that ain't enough. I'm about to pull the rug on your bluff. I'm fresh out of mercy, you out of luck. Yeah, I stand on my rep and I back it up. Turn up the drama, let's set it off. I'm like a beast on the battleground. This kingdom ain't built for the both of us. I'm on my way to come knock you down. Let's go! This time is personal. It's time to reap what you sow. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This is the end of the road. We got some unfinished business. Your time is ending. Right here, right now. I came to finish you. Game over. I came to finish you. Game over. You woke the lion up in the cage. Open the gates and let's let it bang. I'm on attack, ain't no turning back. Let's burn the bridges up in the flames. You got me eager to bring the pain. This one is deeper than just a game. I stepped in this place undefeated, and I bet you I'll leave out of here the same. Turn up the drama, let's set it off. I'm like a beast on the battleground. This kingdom ain't built for the both of us. I'm on my way to come knock you down. Let's go! This time is personal. It's time to reap what you sow. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This is the end of the road. We got some unfinished business. Your time is ending. Right here, right now. I came to finish you. I came to rise, you came to fall.